We're going to read through these slides. We're going to take a look at them. We're going to see what the Atlanta Police Department gang unit says happened. By the way, please excuse any light background noise. Y'all know I'm still in a noisy country, so let's get going.
Give the court a heads up. 87 Lima Lima is operations planner's PowerPoint. I don't have it in front of me, but I'm very familiar with that PowerPoint. That PowerPoint includes all sorts of conclusory language, all sorts of additional information that is not relevant to this case, all sorts of commentary from written down on the, I believe it was intended to be a PowerPoint to other law enforcement. That's my understanding. I could
Is
be
that
wrong.
PowerPoint that Dennis is?
I believe so. And I understand that the state's intending to call him as an expert, but, hearsay and an expert can't be used as a mere conduit to get into hearsay and other inadmissible evidence. And there's a lot of, I'm saying I know I have numerous objections.
All right. Is 87 Lima Lima already in evidence or no?
No, I don't think we've introduced it.
Okay.
Evidence, but they.
Your Honor, when we were served with this, I'll get you the date. I filed a motion challenging the admission, and my memory is Judge Glanville said he's not letting that in and asked the state, and they said they were not using it. Now, if that's wrong, I apologize, but I'm pretty sure that's
okay.
accurate.
All right. So
I'll check back into our notes because I don't have memory.
Don't remember. Okay. All right. Just check on that one.
In January of 2015, a gang war began between two rival gangs, the YSL Young Slime Life 30 Deep versus Inglewood Family Bloods IF gang. So here you can see images. At the top, you have Young Thug, you have Birdman, you have Rich Homie Quan. It says several incidents occurred between the two gangs to start 2015 after the split of the duo Rich Gang. Then at the bottom, you have, looks like people from IF. The incidents started as rap related but quickly became gang related. The beef between Mr. Kenneth Woody Copeland and Mr. Kelvin Shell Kel Watts Curtis is what fueled the ongoing beef. So here we have Woody on the left-hand side and Shell Kel on the right. To APD gang unit knowledge, one of the first documented incidents occurred at a gambling house in Zone 3 between the two gangs. During this incident, several shots were fired. January 6th, 2015, Kenneth Woody Copeland was assaulted while flashing a large sum of cash in Club Crucial by Kelvin Shell Kel Watts and other IF gang members. This incident escalated the ongoing feud. Through our investigation, it was discovered a drive-by shooting occurred at TGI Studios located at 675 Metropolitan Parkway on January 7, 2015. The studio is frequented by IF gang members and rappers. Through statements obtained through other suspects, it was learned that the shooter in this incident was Kenneth Woody Copeland. So they're saying Copeland wanted some get back the next day, and he shot at IF while they were at the studio. On January 10, 2015, Mr. Donovan Peanut Thomas was shot and killed in a drive-by shooting at 330 McDaniel Street. Peanut was a high-ranking IF gang blood member, said to be the number 4 ranking blood member in the state of Georgia. So you have a picture of Nut. Immediately after Peanut's death, social media started talking about his death and that retaliation was expected. So here we can see, I want answers. Someone else says, Big Guns gives you answers. Thugger and Woody is food. So you have various people who are speaking on this here. It looks like. I swear it needs to be some MFs die before my little brother hit the dirt. Yeah, so social media was going crazy on this one. The day after Thomas's murder, Jeffrey Williams funded a trip for YSL 30 Deep members to Miami. During several interviews, it was said that Williams wanted to get his people out of Atlanta. Okay, so here we have more social media. Peanut's funeral was treated as if he was royalty. Over 2,000 people showed up for his funeral. Long live King Nut. Social media posting. IF gang members began to make direct threats toward Copeland, Jeffrey Young Thug Williams, and other YSL 30 Deep members. So one comment, they should knock your ass off or keep posting RL RIP picture on this man. Nigga, I'm out. Okay, yeah, y'all can read that yourself. Immediately after the murder of Thomas, there were 8 drive-by shootings directed toward YSL 30 Deep members and their families. Police recovered over 300 shell casings of numerous calibers of weapons, including high-power assault rifle rounds. Initially, it was believed that it was IF gang shooting at YSL 30 Deep, but we soon learned that it was an all-out war as YSL 30 Deep members began to target IF gang members and their families as well. So police are saying they were shooting at each other. Marquavius Greedy Curtis and Watts has the same mother. Okay, so Peanut and Greedy has the same mother. So Thomas and Watts are half brothers. So you have Marquavius Greedy Curtis, you have Kelvin Shell Kel Watts Curtis. Peanut and Greedy has the same father. Here's some more images of everybody. Lucci is a rap artist that Peanut has managed since the beginning of his career, funded by Thomas. Lucci's rap career has been able to turn illegal money into a legitimate business. So this is Rayshawn Lucci Bennett. On January 22nd, 2015, the first of 2 shootings occurred at 1006 Hill Street, which is the home of Rayshawn Lucci Bennett's mother. Here we have Jamal Baines, Kelvin Watts, Jermaine Hatterman. Suspect vehicle fired at the home of Rayshawn Lucci Bennett's. According to witnesses, a second vehicle was shooting back at the suspects. Baines, Watts, and Hatterman were stopped with 3 weapons and only 2 suspects were charged. Watts pled to the guns in state court. Hatterman was charged federally and then changed his plea. GSR came back to Baines and Watts. According to Woody, he felt it was safe to go out as he believed Kelvin Watts was in jail, not knowing he bonded out of Fulton County Jail. On February 10, 2015, Woody and his brother were followed by another car as they left a hotel party downtown. Once they exited the highway at University, shots were fired into their vehicle. The next morning, an Instagram post confirmed the Haiti gang, which is a subset of Inglewood family, carried out the shooting. And then you have apparently this Instagram post here. January 26, 2015, Hill Street shooting. Lucci's mother and her boyfriend were shot. January 27, 2015, APD says shots fired. Trevante Turner was shot. He is an associate of YSL 30 Deep. Trevante Turner. Is that Trey? I think he was just recently killed. January 28th, 2015, a drive-by shooting, 2905 Springdale Road. Ballistics show this incident has matching shell casings to 2 other shootings, the Harwell Road and Pope shooting. Here we have Antonio Moncton Sledge, we have Kelvin Watts, and we have Antravia Smith. Smith has been dating sledged since she was 17. Copeland had an issue with the love triangle. Smith stated that Watts was inside the apartment at the time of the shooting. Apparently, she was dating Montauk since she was 17 and dating Watts. February 10, 2015, 409 University Ave, while driving through YSL 30 Deep territory, Watts was shot. He was arrested for a probation violation the same night. In retaliation to Watts being shot, a drive-by shooting occurred at 193 Hendricks Avenue, which is the residence of Copeland's brother, that same night. February 19, 2015, 114 Murray Ave Southeast. Shots fired. Kenneth Copeland, his girlfriend, and their infant were victims of a drive-by shooting. Copeland returned fire, causing the suspects to crash. Here you have supposed documented IF gang members. These were the people apparently involved in shooting at Woody. Mr. Fleetwood, Mr. Johnson, Mr. Franklin, and Mr. Hardy. The U.S. Marshals executed a warrant at 1428 Adele Ave, which is the home of IF gang, Haiti gang member Darren Mills. A search warrant was executed and these items were recovered. Tariq Rogers was shot and killed on April 2nd, 2015 at 490 Glen Street. His murder is still unsolved. On April 12, 2015, Dexter Montgomery was shot in the head with an AR-15 by YSL 30 Deep members at 2110 Browns Mill Road. Murphy and McCullen were charged with this crime. Murphy has pled to 20 years, served 8 years. Lil Wayne tour bus shooting. Jimmy Winfrey was charged by Cobb County and has pled to 20 years to serve 10 in prison. Video coupled with Winfrey's phone records placed him on the scene before, during, and after the shooting. Rappers Birdman and Young Thug allegedly linked to Lil Wayne's tour bus shooting. A rap dispute between Lil Wayne and Birdman spilled over into Atlanta once rapper and YSL 30 Deep leader Young Thug got involved. April 28, 2015, drive-by shootings. You have a Club Crucial and 3 other shootings. 3 YSL members were charged with these incidents. Monk Tonk, Lil D, and the other Lil D. Lil D Zachary and Lil D Garlington. April 28, 2015, Dunbar Rec Center. They got a 911 call about an armed subject with an assault rifle. Said it was Woody Copeland. Zone 3 units responded and detained Copeland. He was later arrested on an outstanding warrant. At the top, you can see the weapon. They said it was purchased by Zachary. Quindarius Lil D Zachary. May 7, 2015, Zachary was arrested for weapons possession at 151 Cleveland Avenue. Ballistics testing show this weapon matches the drive-by shooting at 1006 Hill Street on January 26, 2015. May 17, 2015, drive-by shooting at 2905 Macon Drive, which is the residence of well-known YSL 30 Deep member Steffens. July 15, 2015, ATF search warrant Vault Studio 675, Metropolitan. 10 pounds of marijuana recovered, $43,000 in cash, 2 handguns, and rapper Stephen Houston, a.k.a. Rico Richie, were all arrested. July 15, 2015, U.S. Marshal Service execute a warrant for Jeffrey Young Thug Williams at his home in Sandy Springs, Williams and Randrick Knowlton were arrested for weapons and drug possession. 2 assault rifles recovered, 1 handgun, and suspected cocaine and liquid promethazine were recovered. September 12, 2015, drive-by shooting at 737 Windsor Street. Ballistics matches weapon recovered from Kelvin Watts' arrest on November 6, 2015. Additional ballistic match from a shooting on May 9, 2015 at Haygood Avenue and Martin Street. September 13, 2015, drive-by shooting at 322 Glen Street, the Green Store. The intended target was YSL 30 Deep member Shannon Stillwell Jackson. According to a witness, IF gang members were responsible. Jackson fled the scene before police arrived. Jackson was grazed on the forehead by gunfire. September 17, 2015, Pope was shot 8 times and carjacked at 464 Cooper Street. His vehicle was later found burned at 761 Magnolia Way, Northwest. Pope is an associate of IF gang members. Known drug supplier of IF gang. His trap house in Mechanicsville. Watts has made threats to Pope in regards to money. Watts' initial jail release was September 17, 2015, but was changed to September 22, 2015. 3 members of IF Haiti gang charged with the Pope shooting. Darren D. Mills, Dominique Stewie Carter, and Quatez Spaz White. IF gang Haiti gang member Barry Rhodes was arrested for possession of a firearm by a convicted felon when U.S. Marshal Service apprehended Mills. Rhodes is a suspect in the Pope shooting as well. September 26, 2015, Tierra Jones was murdered at 249 Milton Street, Southeast. Jones was giving YSL 30 Deep member Shannon Stillwell and his girlfriend, Miss Duncan, a ride when her vehicle was fired upon. The intended target was Jackson. Jones was shot with a high-powered assault rifle in the face. Jackson and Duncan were also injured. 3 IF gang members have been charged with the Jones murder. You have Smoke Hardy, Shellkel Watts, and Merrill Ward. September 30th, 2015, at 241 Forsyth Street, Magic City Strip Club. YSL 30 Deep member Martinez Duke Arnold was assaulted by Kelvin Watts and several other persons. Arnold refused to cooperate in this investigation. After Arnold was assaulted at Magic City, he called Kendricks to assist in a retaliatory shooting of IF gang members. Police attempted to conduct a traffic stop on vehicle occupied with Arnold and Kendricks near the residence of Kelvin Watts. After a short vehicle and foot pursuit, police apprehended both males. Police also recovered an assault rifle, handgun, mask, and bandana from the vehicle. During an interview, Kendricks confirmed their motive and intent. APD gang unit and ATF conduct detail at 2517 Donald Lee Hallwell Parkway, which is Club Crucial. Detail yields arrest of IF Haiti gang member Philip Collins, recovering a handgun. YSL 30 Deep member Kelvin Treadwell, felon traffic charges. Here is some kind of document that's difficult to see. Here's a lineup from Operation Planters. Looks like all of these people were arrested. You have YSL members, you have IF members, you have the federal arrest, and you have the state arrest. 2018, and the investigation continues. They're still investigating different shootings in 2018. Still looking at social media, bringing that up as a way to help corroborate some of their theories. They have different people who have been arrested and incarcerated in the process. They have an evidence tree from Operation Planters, which apparently is a reference back to Peanut or Big Nut. Planters being a very famous peanut brand. And they show that they even created a war room for the investigation. Looks like something you would see off of a movie with people's pictures and maybe associations on a wall.